They can't see
That's
it.
gonna, yeah, they can.
Okay. Well.
They camera pick up everything. It's 4K. And then your back gonna be hurting. You got using it for your lumbar system.
That's what it is. It's just a support right now.
Using it for your lumbar system. Yeah, figuratively and literally.
He just told you it's medicine.
Yeah,
it's for your back too.
Anyway, who want to intro the pod, y'all? Who want to intro the pod?
I do it. Welcome to another episode of The Art of Opinion. I am Tyrell James.
I'm your boy Chris. Oh,
King Dre in the building.
yes sir. Oh, you still using the King moniker?
Hey. I'm
Still a king.
Yeah, true
That ain't gonna change.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the deal, gentlemen? What's going on, man?
Let's get caught up. How's everybody been doing?
I'm good, man. Good.
Can't
A
complain.
little tired today. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I ain't tired. I'm just on the moon right now.
Did a little traveling. You know what I mean? You know, we all been traveling for real.
Yeah.
We all did a little traveling last week.
Yeah.
You know, all in the South too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring one of those southern trees back with me. They got some beautiful trees down in South Carolina. I swear they do.
Oh,
I thought you was
Yeah,
talking
they
about
do.
weed at first, but okay.
No, hey. Double entendre. Metaphor, cuz metaphor.
I'm surprised you like it there, yo. I don't like South Carolina.
It wasn't that I liked it there. The area we was at, I think it was Beaufort. It was called Beaufort. It was a pretty decent little
Sound
area.
racist.
No. It was actually a lot of black people there. It was really like mixed, like black, Mexican, and white, like mixed, and everybody was friendly. It was cool.
Word.
I didn't hear no police sirens unless it was an ambulance or something like that. No gunshots, no none. I mean, of course, mind you, I was only down there for a couple of days, but you know, just that part, I kind of liked it. You know what I mean? And I'm not a South person, you know what I mean? But
I am.
That area was pretty dope.
Yeah, me
Every
too.
time
And
that
I
I
love
went-
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Every time I went down there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's where my cuz got locked up at.
Still camera too.
Man, yeah.
I mean, that's up to you.
That's
Just
wild
all that shit.
because you can do all kind of ads for that. Those chemicals you
Yeah.
put in your body is actually killing you.
Yeah.
But, you
Side
know,
effects, sorry. Losing toes and fingernails fall off. But try this anyway.
Yeah.
that shit that got me one time is I was watching. This was years ago. This when it just had that aha moment when there was some depression medicine and one of the side effects was suicide.
Oh shit.
Are you kidding me?
But
I
that's,
said,
that's,
aight.
that's all of those type of you know, you hear that little fast talk at the end of every pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
Consult,
Hold
with
on,
your,
nigga, what?
consult with your doctor, may cause heart disease, blah 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 blah. blah. It's like sound like an auction. They auctioning off what all that shit they can do to you.
They ain't auctioning off.
But you know what I think it was? I think that they say suicide in the event that the person is taking the medicine and it doesn't work for them, and they still, you know, decide to self-transition. That now, okay, well, we said that it was a side effect. We put it out there. You know, so
It's
they're
gonna be on that
probably
little
trying
placard
to
they get.
exactly. They're probably trying not to get
I
sued.
just know
so.
me. Any pill that I take, whether it's Tylenol or whatever, because that's all. Any pills I usually ever take, Tylenol. Or anything. I took penicillin a couple times back in the day. You know, what I
Don't tell nobody else.
mean? You know what I mean. A couple times back in the day, I had to take some penicillin. You know what I mean? For but like other than that, usually you know Tylenol and my headache got to be crazy, or you know it's got to be a crazy pain for me to take that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I
like
had
even
migraine, so
even when I got my vasectomy, I didn't take. I probably took the pills one time, and then that was it. You know, and like so. Yeah, because I don't want to. If I hear all of that little small talk at the end of the commercial and shit like that, I don't want.
So hold on, with the vasectomy, how long were you out of commission after that?
So, I was fucking the next day.
But you had to take
this nigga's an
pills.
animal.
I wasn't supposed to. No, just pain pills.
He's
Pain,
an
just
animal.
pain.
Okay.
Just pain meds.
How long is the pain supposed to last?
They say like a week. It should subside within a week. My pain, like I said, I was fucking and lifting weights the next day. Wasn't supposed to be, you know what I mean? Still moving and walking slow and all of that kind of stuff. It was just uncomfortable because of the bandage and the stitches and all that kind of stuff. It was just uncomfortable.
Stitches?
Oh yeah, stitches.
See, I don't know the procedure, and I don't need to because I ain't getting one. I was just asking, but now I don't want no more information.
Yeah. It's a really quick procedure. Like I went in there and they was like breathe in real deep. I breathe in real deep.
Oh, you went to sleep?
Yeah. They got to put you on anesthesia. You think I'm going to stay awake while they working anywhere down there surgically? Shit, your self conscious going to play in on that shit.
Yeah,
Like
for
anywhere,
real.
any knife or scissors or anything that cuts going near your shit, you're not gonna be able to take that mentally. Like I'm not. Hell no, I don't want to. Even though they numb it and everything like that, and you don't feel it, but still, I don't want just to psychologically. Nah, hell no, no sir, no sir. Shit.
I love my kids.
But yeah, like they put you. You know what I mean? As soon as I breathed in deep, I woke up. It was over with.
Really?
That was it. Yeah, that was it. I woke up and it was it. You know what I mean? So
that's how surgery is, though. You go to sleep and next thing you know, you waking up. You know, I mean, I've only had surgery once, but
and you got 7 kids.
Yeah,
I would do that shit.
Really?
Yeah. Like if I had like the dough, you know what I mean, to take care of all my kids for real, I would have like mad kids.
Oh, you were saying you would have? I thought you said you would have
a lot of kids.
You'd have a lot of kids.
Let me let y'all know that I love my children. You know what I mean? I love them to death, but
I just don't want no damn mom.
Yeah, and I can't have no more. But I really went through it because the wife, she can still bear. You know what I mean? She can still bear.
Right.
So, and I didn't want her to, because I know how all the side effects, as we talking about side effects, all the side effects that birth control can have on women's hormones and shit like that.
And we old.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And as she get older. So
that's on that side.
So it was like,
I'm pregnant, but I'm 50.
So I was like, I don't want to always, you've been having to have that burden on you all your life pretty much for taking pills and birth control and remembering, and I don't want to slip up because I'm potent. And I don't want to be
say he potent.
40.
He clearly is.
I don't want to be 44 having a baby at 44.
Right, yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, nah. I was 40.
Good.
I was 41 when Jameer got here. So
my last kids were 10 years ago. Damn.
2013.
62.
That was my last.
You were 62.
Yeah, that was my last. 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and I was in my 30s, 35.
One and only was
34,
back in
35.
2005. I'm good.
2005.
Yep. My son is 18.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
free
good.
as a bird.
Yep.
Free as a bird.
2005. Man. My
Well,
son
you're not
was
really free.
My oldest son was a teenager by then. You know what I mean?
Man.
Or close to it at least.
Yeah, no, I was good. You know what made me decide I don't want any more kids? You remember the Sandy Hook shooting?
Oh man.
When I saw that, I was like, I'm not bringing any more kids into this sick world.
Did you think one of your kids would be the shooter?
That was a good one, y'all.
You know the funny thing is though, that's funny, but that's always a possibility.
That's true.
Never
That's
looked
true.
at that
That's
side.
scary
of it.
possibility too.
I've never looked at that side of it.
What if you prevented the person that would have saved that school? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like you
another
could have
way
had
to
a
look
child
at it,
that,
too.
you know what I'm saying, you put out here to save people.
You know what? That what if isn't big enough for me to feel something. So I feel like I made the right decision. But that what if it doesn't affect me to the point where I'm like, damn, maybe I should have had another kid because it could have saved. Nah, I'm good.
I would have mad kids, yo. And I would keep bringing them into this crazy world for real because I would be with the person that's going to help me and let them see how shit's supposed to be.
That's easier said than done.
Yeah, it is.
Because
we just if it was up to me type of shit.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Having kids is not the biggest issue. Kids are, if you're a good father and you're a good person, kids are pretty easy to raise to a certain extent. If you're doing everything you're doing and you know, it's always a 50-50 thing. It's dealing with their mamas that's the issue. And I got multiple. So
But see, that's been the easy part for me though.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's the biggest issue. Not to sound toxic or anything like that, but dealing with them was always the issue. The kids was the easy part. They was real easy. For me, I can't speak for nobody else.
My story different,
Yeah.
for real. But
Mine too. Yeah.
but it's
was easy.
You right about the dealing with the moms. But
Yeah.
it's not all of them though.
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
Some of them, you know what I mean, do it for
As-
out of
At some point in time, every single one of mine was crazy.
at some point.
At some point in time, yeah. At some point,
Well,
every single one of my children's mother, and I have 4. If anybody's inquiring, yes, I have 4 children's mothers, and somebody still decided to marry me. You know what I mean?
You take care
and
of
I
your
took
kids.
care of all of them.
That's all that matters. Go ahead.
all that matters.
So I mean, but anyway, like you're dealing with like at some point in time, whether it was in the relationship or even out of the relationship after having the kids, shit just got crazy. You know what I mean? Court papers. You know what I mean? Arrest. You know what I mean? All kinds of things like that. With
Shit that they should be doing when you're not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That's crazy.
You know, I didn't have that story.
Shout out to my baby moms.
We had my kid's mother on the show, so
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
know
yeah.
my life's been easy with her.
not on this show.
Not on this show.
Yeah,
She
you
gotta
keep
come
references back to the old show. You miss it, don't you?
You know, hell no.
Brain fart.
But yeah, like, you know, mine, we all, I think all of us are in a good place now. Like, you know, actually my one of my children's mother, you know, when my son graduated in the Marines and everything like that, we was down there. She's cool, like, you know what I mean? But we had a rough spot at one point in time too. Like, it was crazy rough, you know what I mean? And then, you know, all of them, I think I'm good with all of them now. You know
I think that's
it's
normal though. Like me and my son, y'all saw the way we interacted, but we had a rough spot. You know, but we got past that. Once you stop being selfish, when you stop saying stuff like I think this, I think that, and you replace that with what's best for the child is, and we both can be on that same page. The other thing with me and her is we just hate being mad at each other too. So it was easy for us to, you know, get along, which is why we're best friends now.
I'm gonna ask you a question about that. Right. How long y'all been separated?
My son is 18 years.
Oh shit!
Damn, son.
I mean, you had enough time to mend those, that relationship. You know
Right.
what I mean?
That's what I'm getting to.
And it happened probably, I would say, within the first 3 to 5 years.
I want to ask a question about that, but like right after you know.
But I was gonna say, it's been 18 years, right? Why should y'all be mad with each other? Like, you know what I'm saying?
About anything.
About anything.
Exactly.
For real. Like
Exactly.
18 years.
There's no limitation on bitterness.
Exactly.
Some things, I mean, but it's just like one of those things where you talk about with like we talked about on the last pod with mental, you know what I mean, with mental things that men go through, and same thing with females. A lot of thoughts can linger and trigger you. Anytime you see somebody, like certain times where I see certain people, certain thoughts trigger me. But I mean, I don't react to those thoughts, you know what I mean? But still, like some people don't have that same control.
You're still holding on to something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I think that's what it is for like me and her. We were able to just let go completely and realize, first of all, this relationship ain't gonna work.
That's only with one
person willing to.
One person.
Yeah, one
Exactly.
person willing. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, as far as my story, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's only one person that, you know, when we split up, it was like, all right, I ain't never going to try to keep your son away from you. You always welcome to be a father. Just please do that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was tight for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, because of that respect for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody else holding on to some shit.
Yeah.
And one is almost 30 years. But the bigger picture should be the child, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that person is there for their child and the mom is too, that's how things work. Co-parent is big as shit for real. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know, put their personal feelings in the shit for real. And
what's the main issue besides bitterness that prevents that? Like, how do we get to how do we get to that point? As a man, how do you talk to your child's mother, depending on the situation, to get to that point? Because, you know, some people just don't want to talk about it. Some people love the drama, especially if they got something on you, especially if they can call you a deadbeat dad or anything like that. You know what I mean? If they got that on you, I'm glad that I haven't had that experience. You know what I mean? But if they could call you a deadbeat dad, or you're not taking care of your child financially, you never see a child or anything like that. I can understand why some women or some men, you know, depending on the situation, can have some disdain or some, you know what I mean, some bitterness towards the
over
other
that.
Especially if I need that help financially. Like if I need your help financially, I'm struggling, I have the child, you not financially able to fully take care of the child, so I have to take care of the child, and you're not helping me financially, even if you're not there, you're not helping me financially, and you're not spending time or anything like that, I can see where that can cause, you know, a rift between
I
both
completely
parents.
understand if a woman goes to court and puts her father on child support that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You fucking deserve that. And then number two, you making me look bad.
Yeah.
Because when I go in there, you know what I'm saying, they so used to seeing a bunch of pieces of shit in a row. And then somebody come in there that actually do their job, they don't give a fuck. Because all they know is the 50 motherfuckers that came in there before you that ain't shit for real. Yo, I remember one day I went to court, right? and I had got like pulled over for some bullshit, but I had a capias for child support or whatever. Didn't know about it, you know what I'm saying? But at the time I was on child support or whatever, so I went to court, and the lady was like, she was like, all I want you to do is just come over here and sign this paper. Like, you are actively paying child support, and it's almost, paid off. You know what I mean? She was like, whew, you're the only one that walked out of court today.
Wow.
I'll never forget that shit.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is wild.
Y'all looked in that bitch, it was probably like 30 motherfuckers in that bitch. And she called me out and was like, here, come over here and sign this paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know.
I know, I'm watching. We got it.
That's
about my son's mother so much is that she has 2 other kids, right? But she's never been the type to be like, I don't want to put the guy on child support. I don't want to go down to that courthouse and have to go do all of that stuff. It was so easy for us. I asked her. So my son initially, when we split up, a couple months after we split up, my son was living with me. And then once he went back to her, I just asked her one day. I said, "Yo, how much money you want a month?" And she told me. I was like, "Cool." Gave her, and that's how easy it was for us. Once I got to a certain point where I was making even more money, I called her and I said, "Hey, look, I'm making more money now. I can give you more money. So if you want to raise this, we can raise it." She said, "No, I'm fine where it is now."
Kudos to her, man.
Yo,
Shout out
she
to
just
her.
made it so easy
out
for
to her.
you.
Yeah,
kudos to
to
you
both of
even
y'all.
more because you came to her with that.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody doing that shit. I ain't doing that.
Right.
I tried to get
What
my
my
shit.
son need?
I tried to get my shit.
All right, I'll be right back.
That's really the only time I've been to child support court. It was when they established it, and then when I went to court, they tried to get it reduced because I was paying so much. You know what I mean? So,
Dang.
yeah.
That's bugged out, yo.
Yeah. Because at some point in time, I was taking care of my children and still paying child support at the same time. And
Wow.
Yeah, social service is crazy with you can't them themselves. I know in Maryland, them themselves they just can't cut it off just like that. You actually have to go to court for all that kind of stuff.
I'm actively doing that shit right now for real.
So it's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
my son
that's
is
the type
at
of
my
stuff.
house right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the type of stuff that is crazy to me. You know what I mean? If we're equally taking care of the child, but you still need support. You
don't need it.
I mean, so I don't know.
Especially
everybody's situation is different.
I wonder if this is shortening this one.
Testing. It shouldn't be.
I don't know, because when I moved it, and that's when you couldn't hear me anymore.
Try to push it all the way in.
Pause.
Now let me hear you.
Mic check.
Yeah, I can hear you good. Testing.
He said push it all the way in.
All right, we back. All right, where was we at?
Yo, they getting out of hand with that shit.
They are. And I don't say it. I just said it just because it's funny.
Yeah, it's just funny to me. It's not nothing I'm saying where I'm thinking about because
yeah, it is, nigga.
Yeah. The wife the other day, she was like, why you keep saying pause? Like that makes it seem like you always thinking about some dick or something like that. I'm like, yeah, why for one thing, stop being just a funny game play.
Except for one thing.
Like that. Yeah.
Damn it.
It just sound crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything. Some people be going too far with that shit though, but
yeah.
Yo, they got skits about that shit and everything. Where the nigga was in the bodega ordering a sandwich. He was like, yo, let me get a sausage, egg, and cheese. He was like, ho. Come on, man. Let me order your food for you. Yeah. Let me get a pause and egg and cheese.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Cam and Mace be getting everybody. They get to everybody.
Man, sometimes they be like pause, and I'm like, yo, where was the pause there? Like, I'll be missing.
Hold on, no, but you seen that joint that I sent you with Lil Boosie said.
I think I did.
I said even Dre said pause on that one. Hold on, I might play that shit. It was crazy. Hold on, I got to play it.
But you know what's crazy?
Shit.
Like the dudes in the South, like I was just down in Atlanta, man, and they don't do that. And there are a lot of things like we were having conversations, and I'm listening to people say certain things, and I'm like, yo, if we were further up north, people would be like, pause, but it, they don't even think about it.
White San Diego police. I told him, man, because I'm telling them it's fucked up, and they had a white San Diego police. He said, man, I was a paramedic. I told him go in my sack in the car and get my sugar shit to squeeze in my mouth, because he was a paramedic before. And dude say,
I remember that
ran
shit,
in
man.
my sack, squirted the shit in my mouth. Pause. God damn. You talking about his life, man. You talking about pause, man.
don't want to play no envy shit. That nigga on my radio. I'm mad I even had to play his show and all the shit he got going on. But yeah, that shit. That
Why
shit
you
was
don't want to
wild.
play envy, yo?
Yeah, that shit was wild.
You envy?
Nah, I got no envy for
You
nobody.
envy, yo.
I got no envy for nobody. Not my baby moms.
You envy.
Not no niggas. No nothing. I love everybody, cuz. I love everybody. I ain't got
envy.
Yeah, I ain't got no envy for anybody. But yeah, back to this baby mom conversation, man. It's,
we didn't talk.
Are we done with that?
She just texted me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She said she want, she need $15 for go on the light bill. You know what I mean?
She had sent me an old picture of me and her aunt, yo. This is funny as hell.
So how do you oh shit. Oh yeah.
Show Trey.
This nigga got the whole. This nigga look like he was with Dipset at the time.
Yo, that motherfucking jersey hard though. Yeah. That's the only thing I really rock, bro. Yo,
baseball jerseys.
Baseball jerseys.
Really?
Them shits is official to me. I like the shirt joints too. You know what I mean?
Give me a situation of when your current lady and your child's mother clashed heads and how you handled it.
Never.
Not never. Ever.
I can't say.
Y'all niggas, we this is a broadcast. This is
But the problem is with certain stories.
It don't even have to be your current.
Yeah.
The current at the time. Your current lady at the time. How about that?
Never.
Like, just give me a story.
I can't.
Oh, shit.
The problem is I don't mind telling my story, but the thing is when I tell my story, I got to tell their story too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that.
So I can't. Yeah. I'll tell y'all when these cameras go off.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I can't tell you now. Though. But I will say, my wife and my son's mother are great friends.
Oh yeah.
Great. I mean, they text independently of me.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's how I am with my son's mother's husband. Me and him, we'll just be on the phone, just kicking it. Just talking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our man, it's just all peace with us. Man.
That's cool.
All peace. They were at our wedding. My son's mother and her husband were at me and my wife's wedding.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't gonna happen on my side.
For the most part, my wife gets along with my children's mother, but it's just one.
This nigga said one out of four.
It's that one.
That's 25%.
That's that one. Yeah. That's that one.
That's 25%.
You know what I mean?
It's not a high percentage.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make any. You know what I mean?
It's not even 50.
Anything like that.
You know, it's not even 50.
That's not a high percentage.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
Anyway, let's move. It's triggering. You know what I mean? Y'all got plans for Turkey Day coming up?
Probably cook at the crib, but hit some spots as usual, like I usually do. Go see family and shit. You know what I mean? I guess a lot of crazy shit going on right now for real. So
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about Turkey? I try not to call it what the actual name is, Thanksgiving, because from where it derived from was really crazy. When
Yeah,
you
it
do the
is.
history of it, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Like when you actually, it's conflicting stories on the actual history because it's all different types of stories. But with the study that I did on it, you know what I mean? It's like the word Thanksgiving itself actually came from King George celebrating a massacre. Remember that line that Jay-Z said with y'all call it Thanksgiving, but I can't remember the actual quote.
that's nice.
Yeah, no, it was Jay-Z.
When he said something about Thanksgiving disguised as a feast.
Yeah, no, it was Jay-Z.
When he says
I said it better.
So, yeah.
He said, you call it Thanksgiving, I call you a holiday hell day.
Yeah. So what actually allegedly happened, I don't know if it's real. King James, when they tried to come over here and in a nutshell, they came over here to settle and also to bring their religion to this part of the land. You know what I mean? According to history, the natives that was here had already been kind of doing trade with the Europeans and things of that nature and all that kind of stuff. So when the Europeans came over here to start settling, they was dying, of course. So we know the whole story of the natives teaching them the laws of the land and everything like that. So
Right.
when the Europeans came over here, they also brought a disease over here that was wiping out all thousands
Syphilis.
and thousands of tribes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Syphilis
So
and gonorrhea and shit, right?
it was just a great massacre. It was massacre after massacre after massacre. You know what I mean? And King James, he even wrote a scripture on it. I can't remember the exact thing, but it was something like to celebrate the massacring and the taking over of this land and indoctrinating their religion upon the people.
So if we break down the word Thanksgiving, I can understand the being thankful for the massacre that you you know, that you've, because you were able to benefit from the massacre.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. But where's the giving come in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks for giving me your shit.
Let me see if I can play it. Let me see if I can play the what you call it from it.
Thanks for giving me your shit.
Yeah, let me see if I can play it.
While you looking for that, to answer your question that you asked earlier, you know, me and my family, we always get together. We do Thanksgiving and then we do the day after. But what we do is we get together. We leftovers and play games.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Which is the best.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily celebrate Thanksgiving. We always look for. I have a really,
That's how I am.
close family.
We're good.
Yeah.
We celebrate family
My shit
getting
is like
together.
that,
Exactly.
We celebrate family getting
Yeah.
together.
So
My
we
family
get
is
together.
huge, but we don't.
We look for reasons to get together.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity for us to eat a lot of food and watch football.
Yeah.
Now, what I was going to say is my family is huge, but it's only certain ones that I would want to be around. Like Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't no question I'm going to see him on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's his father, by
See,
the way.
it's-
Y'all
yeah,
hear
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
Method Man and Ghost.
I want to see y'all niggas too, though. You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
let me see if I can cue this up.
What was the circumstances behind this celebration taking place at Plymouth? Well, you see, at that point, there was what was referred to as the Great Dying. The Great Dying, and this is taken from this website, the Mayflower 400 Years of Wampanoag History. It was between 1616 and 1619, and there was this disease that appeared, and it literally was destroying native communities.
It just happened to appear, huh?
By villages. It was going in
Right.
and wiping out entire villages of native peoples very quickly. Like they would find these villages that had been inhabited and thriving a year prior, and they would find them later, and they were just strewn with dead bodies, and the people were suffering greatly, and they were dying in large amounts. Entire villages were lost. Only a fraction of the Wampanoag Nation survived. In the winter of 1616 to 1617, an expedition dispatched by Sir Fernando Jorges found a region devastated by war.
All right, Nick, get to the point.
Many people were so sore and afflicted with the 45. Within these late years, there hath by God's visitation reigned a wonderful plague, together with
These are
many horrible
King James
slaughters
words he's
and
reading.
murders committed amongst the savages and brutish people.
Allegedly.
There heretofore inhabiting in a manner to the utter destruction, devastation, and depopulation of that whole territory, so that there is not left for many leagues together in a manner any that do claim or challenge any kind of interest therein, nor any other superior lord or sovereign to make claim hereunto. Whereby we in our judgment are persuaded and satisfied that the appointed time is come in which Almighty God in his great goodness and
That's
bounty
crazy,
towards
man.
us.
I'm just, in doing my history on it and everything like that. A lot of people have talked about this day, so I'm gonna assume that they know what they're talking about.
Right.
But that led up to this great massacre. Actually, led up to the word Thanksgiving and what brought that about. You know what I mean?
I'm going to ask you a question.
Actually, and hold on, one more thing. And actually, on the day of Thanksgiving, on the actual feast, because they said a lot of historians say there was an actual feast that took place between the
night
tribe
before.
between the tribe that he named and the pilgrims, as they call them. But they celebrated it was actually a fast.
The night
they didn't even eat on that actual supper. They actually fasted. Yeah, they actually fasted on that supper. You know what I mean? Which I thought was crazy. So I don't know where all the food and the indoctrination of turkey and all that stuff came from. That was all, put in just afterwards. That was
My question is, name a good holiday that you don't know the true meaning about.
Oh, okay, I was about to say you talking about the origin of
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Name a good
Oh,
one.
they all made up pagan, ritualistic holidays. You know
Right.
what I mean? They all made up. None of them represent what they're supposed to represent. As far as, I'm not talking about like Veterans Day or Memorial Day. I'm talking about the major.
All that shit got something to do with death, though.
Yeah,
It does.
That's true.
It does. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Juneteenth,
mind.
they gave us a holiday.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Yeah.
No,
After what,
Juneteenth.
400
Juneteenth
something
actually.
years?
Never thought
Juneteenth
about
actually
it like
didn't. Juneteenth is not a celebration of death. That's a celebration of a revolution. That's
Yeah,
when.
but-
That's when the Haitian Revolution.
How many of them died to get there?
Exactly. That's what
Oh,
I'm
well,
saying.
we already know.
That's the
You
point that
can't.
he's making.
You can't get peace without war. There's no peace without war.
That's my point.
Exactly. What holiday was created just strictly off of peace?
something?
That was us when Juneteenth came. That was us. That was our Independence Day. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not something that they put on us. That's something that we named ourselves. That's why it took so long for it to be recognized. Look how long it took for it to be recognized. They've been celebrating Juneteenth for decades, for hundreds of years. They've been celebrating Juneteenth for hundreds of years. But this is like within the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, you just started seeing it being recognized in the United States.
Well, I still get Dre's point though, because he's saying, look what it took in order. Like Juneteenth isn't a thing without slavery.
Yeah,
if we go all the way back,
that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
4th of
Thanksgiving
July
as well.
4th of July,
Thanksgiving,
Independence Day,
so-called Thanksgiving as well, because they were after all of the massacres and stuff happened, they were actually capturing the tribe leaders and selling them off to slavery. You know what I mean? All like that.
So my next question was, you said King James, right? Mm-hmm. The one you mean King James that wrote the Bible?
He didn't write the Bible. He authorized the translation of the world renowned.
He was like
King James version of the Bible.
He's like the producer who doesn't make the beats, but
he's Khaled.
He's Khaled. Yeah, he's Khaled.
He did.
He's did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not authorized that translation of the Bible into the English language. Supposedly, I don't know for sure, but that is the history of the. Yeah. So man. But
I brought that up because, like, you say he authorized the translation of the Bible or whatever, but that's the Bible that everybody.
It's universally recognized, the most universally recognized one. Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? I hear amazing things about people in the Bible, or the people who that certain books of the Bible are named after. But the man who is, I guess, the orchestrator of the entire thing, not God, but
of course, I know what
King
you're talking
James.
about. Yeah.
I've never heard a good thing about him,
Right.
ever.
And this is what they follow. And I say they because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when people have conversations with me about religion, I don't say anything because everything that you say is a contradiction. Everything.
Well, it's all another person's account of what could have happened or what did happen. We all did that experiment in school where the teacher whispers one thing in one kid's ear, and by the time they get to the head of the class, it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different thing. So what is the difference between that and someone making all these translations of a scripture that they, I mean, now mind you, some of them study the scripture and they can get an understanding of what certain things says, but there's certain things in certain dialects that you can't translate into another language, certain slang or anything like that. Because I'm sure at that point in time, or however they communicated, they still had slang as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, son. The slang. Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Said.
Motherfucker King James gonna banish me from the motherfucking land. You heard motherfucking King James.
Bitch ass nigga.
You gotta say how they would say it in English or in the British terms. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to offend the British.
I got some funny jokes that came to my head though.
I had about 4 or 5 on myself, but I'm gonna stay over here.
Yeah, I don't want to butcher the British language. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. But they get the point. They get the point.
The point of me saying all that though is that's what you follow from that motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've lied to us like so many years. They used that shit to enslave us. And used it to tell us that this is what's supposed to happen to you.
Yesterday was Nat Turner's the day that they executed Nat Turner.
And rest in peace too.
Yo, I think it's more important to have a relationship with God than it is to be religious. I think religion is very divisive. Yeah, it is, and man, I grew up Baptist, grew up in church, and I experienced some things where when I was much younger, people, they had this vision of me like I was just this angel. I did nothing wrong. I would come, I would be quiet, didn't really speak much. And everybody wrong with knew my mother.
Well, you gotta have them evaluated.
Actually, back then I was an angel.
Oh my God.
So I remember, so just growing up in church, they, of course, they thought I was like this angel, right? And then,
Why would they think that?
I got it because I was at that point, But I got my left ear pierced, and I noticed some people stopped talking to me. Then I got my right ear pierced. More people stopped talking to me. I started getting tattoos. More people stopped talking to me. So one time, this lady that I would talk to every single Sunday, she walks up to me. She grabs my arm, looks at the tattoo and said, and walked away from me. We've never said another word to each other.
Why is that?
That's crazy.
They think you're desecrating your body. And
That's in their Bible, so.
Exactly. So, they use the Bible to judge. You know what was crazy? Jesus,
Whoever
God,
that is.
but the understanding is, whether, believe, you believe
That
or
they
not.
all one. Is God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, but that
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
He accepts all, right? So, but in church, oftentimes the Bible and the religion is used as you can't sit at our table. It comes across that way, You're not good enough to be here with us. And like, hold up, I thought you're not supposed to be judging. I thought you're supposed to be all inclusive. And look at the people that Jesus, if we look at the Bible, look at the people that were around Jesus. He was with the thieves and the prostitutes, all those people. So why are you treating?
They also snitched on them and all that kind of shit too. You know what I mean? So
Whatever that is.
So
That's some fucking fable shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe in history and all that kind of shit. I don't believe none of that shit.
None of
In the
it.
I believe in a higher power. Yeah, I believe in a
Yes,
higher
I
power.
do.
You know what I mean? But
We didn't get here by ourselves.
I don't, because if you got if the Bible itself, and I know it's other niggas recounts of, you know what I mean, what was going on at that time. It's so inconsistent, and that goes back to our
said
talks.
other
Of,
niggas.
Yeah, because I don't know them. You know what I mean? I don't know them. I know how the scripture speaks of them. I know how the scripture speaks
That
of
was
them.
the
and all that
slang
kind
back
of
then.
shit.
Yeah, it was just how you said it.
Because before it was indoctrinated into Africa, you know what I mean? We didn't know nothing about these scriptures. That was based on that era and everything. And I don't believe that anything, even if it was of God, I don't believe that anything based on, I believe that you were given scriptures or instructions or rules based on the area, your environment, the type of people, and everything that you need to get you through. What they had over there. Now, I'm not saying anything against Christianity, baptism, or anything, any of those religions. I'm not saying anything, because your way of life is your way of life.
Whatever.
But I'm saying those rules are not relevant to me to this day. To this day, in this day and time, in 2023, how are those rules from back in, what was it? What was the Bible dated back to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some 2,000 years before BC or whatever. Not, you
Whatever
know what I
that
mean?
is, too.
Yeah, that was for that people. That was for that people at that time, and what they needed to do to get them through what they was going through at that time.
Which is exactly why I say it's more important to have a relationship with God than to be religious.
I need to know how.
I believe in a creator. I believe there's a higher power. I believe there's higher power out there. You know what I mean? God, Allah, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you choose to call
it's
them.
still the same
You know what I
thing.
mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, which it all means the same. You know what I mean? We even fight amongst that. I don't believe in Allah.
Which
or
you're not
whatever
supposed
you know
to
what I
do.
mean? Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
crazy. And Allah only means the God in Arabic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But listen to everything that we're
Like, it's
saying.
crazy.
Everything that we're saying it because we learned it from them, though.
That's true.
And then they are the most corrupt motherfuckers ever. You know what I'm saying? So how do we know?
Yeah.
But see, that's why, again, I'm going back to my relationship with God. My relationship with God is not based off of anything that I was taught.
Right.
My relationship with God is based off of
Your experience.
my experiences with Him, my conviction, the way that I feel convicted about certain things. Like, for instance, I think that, what could be a sin for one person may not necessarily be a sin for another person. Like, if we let's just use
based on those rules, though, it is.
Let's just
their
use the
rules, though.
story
Yeah.
of Adam and Eve. Let's just use that for an example, right? So, but no, I know you don't believe it, but no, I'm saying that
They was doing some fucking back then. If it started from one man and one woman, they was going.
Right.
A lot of incest going on.
But that's not where I'm going.
Yeah,
With.
I'm
going to I'm making a different point. So it's not a sin to eat an apple, right? However, if God says don't eat that apple, then the sin actually isn't in eating the apple. The sin is in disobedience.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I'm saying is that we all have different sins. What may be a sin for me may not necessarily be a sin for you. Because
like adultery.
I don't know.
Just joking. No.
No, I'm not.
Certain things just make sense, though. For real.
That's true. Yeah, common sense. I don't mind common sense laws. I don't mind. Do not murder. Do not kill. But it doesn't come with a stipulation where it says thou shalt not kill. It doesn't say thou shalt not kill to protect himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just says thou shalt not kill. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's anything explaining. I mean, I know that there's scriptures that explain certain things of what he may mean, but who justifies a rightful killing? You know what I mean?
True.
If I had the right, because if I'm protecting myself, then I should have the right to kill somebody to protect myself if it comes to that. You know what I mean?
And that's where my relationship with God comes in, because if I just go out and I kill somebody and it's just, just to kill, I feel like I'm going to be convicted a certain way. But if I kill somebody to protect myself or to protect my family, I don't feel that I'm going to be convicted.
Exactly.
And how many books have you read that had more killing in it than the Bible?
True.
None.
True.
Their book,
The Bible, the Bible, the King James version of the Bible is a very violent.
Yes, it is.
Where masses and masses of cities and people were destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah, the Roman, all of that. A lot of empires and stuff like that went down.
And slavery
in the name of Jesus.
Slavery is
kill all you motherfuckers.
I might mark that one right there. I'm gonna mark that because you're not getting us no Kanye charge.
What?
You say kill all you motherfuckers in the name of Jesus? Oh, you saying that's what it's saying?
Yeah, that's
I want to make sure. I want to make sure you're paraphrasing and not just saying that as your own.
Oh no.
Oh okay.
No, I'm making a mockery.
I'm just trying to save us, cuz.
It's a mockery, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what they're telling you.
Yeah, because I don't.
You're a slave because God said so. You know what I'm saying? We gonna kill all these motherfucking people in the Holocaust because God said so, or because I don't like you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or because of your hair, or because you got blue eyes.
Millions of fucking people.
Because you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Which was crazy because Hitler looked nothing like that.
Yeah.
Hey yo, one of the most influential albums I've ever listened to was Dead Prez, Let's Get Free. They're the ones that helped me start thinking instead of just accepting what motherfuckers tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like Dead Prez for real helped me open my eyes to a lot of shit. Ask questions, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I thought he was supposed to be the all-loving. The same God that let Hitler put them Jews in the oven. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
that don't make you think for real?
But they'll tell you that happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
What fucking good reason is it to kill millions of people because you don't like how they look?
When an innocent child dies from a stray bullet, everything happens for a reason.
Man,
God wanted that baby in heaven with him.
And tell us dirt.
I think a lot of people say the easy thing. It's easy to say, well, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I think they try to use a lot of the things that they've been taught as a way of explaining the inexplicable. But
I get that. I get that.
But you're not giving an explanation. You're not giving any type of comfort or peace by saying everything happens for a reason and just regurgitating something that you've heard a million times that people just keep saying. Like, no.
And
there's no offering of peace with that.
For me in the beginning, I used to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going somewhere, I was learning something. You know what I'm saying? It was good. You know what I'm saying? It felt good. You know what I mean? But then I started looking at it like, yo, my mom's just trying to get me out the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? So then, but during those times, I was listening and, trying to play the part, so to speak, or whatever, for some of them, not all of them. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, whatever you feel is good, and whatever you feel is bad, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've always believed it. And then I started listening to real people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I've been taught this shit all these years. And then now they showing me this. And this shit over here makes more fucking sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, so, I mean.
So what do you do? Like, do you stay in the same shell that you've always been in, you know what I'm saying, and being brainwashed? Or do you listen to something more reasonable to make you ask questions? And then why would they tell you shouldn't question the Bible? You shouldn't question the word of the Lord.
Question. Yeah, you
That's
shouldn't
crazy.
question.
Nigga, I'm questioning you.
But you was given the ability to question and reason. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you were given the ability to question and to reason. If you didn't question things, then we wouldn't have anything that we have to this day.
Exactly.
Look at the Ten Commandments.
Everything that's invented started from a question. You know what I mean? Or I mean, some things might have happened accidentally. I don't believe like fire might have been something that accidentally happened. You know what I mean? When it was invented. You know what I mean? But something like these cameras, these microphones, I want to know if I can talk and get clear audio. You know what I mean? So That's the question. You know, hypotheses, as they say, you know, man, science or whatever.
Exactly,
Everything
yeah.
starts from a question.
Yeah,
so why can't I question religion? It's just say, why can't religion is just
because
a
it's
way
a form
of life?
of
But why can't I?
control.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to control.
Exactly,
You're not
yeah.
supposed to question it. You're supposed to
They
just
use it to
adhere.
control people.
Exactly.
I used to say that as a parent too. Like when if one of my sons say, "Well, Dad, why can't I have a piece of candy?" Boy, don't question me. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't question me. And
Just like what you were saying a while ago
so.
too, with the people that used to fuck with you, and then you know what I mean, started living your own life, and then they don't fuck with you no more.
Right,
Like, who does it more than them?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
an
go to church with some jeans on, nigga. Go to church with some
And the
jeans
crazy thing
on.
is, I was.
Go to church with some
But
sneakers
they say
on.
they can't come as you are. They have the come as you are philosophy.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It's a come as you are, but
As
but
long
the
as I
people
like
don't
it.
judge you.
You
Yeah,
see.
the people
As
won't
long
judge
as
you.
I
Yeah.
like
big as
Yeah.
that goddamn fucking what's the name and you know what I'm saying, they fly shit in their opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you come in there dressed how you want to dress as you are. And they looking at you like, he ain't even put no effort in and what he put on today. Like, what the fuck wrong with him, yeah?
Yo, my mother started.
Pray for him, y'all.
My mother started dressing down for church like I was a kid, right? And she started dressing down for church, and she said the reason she started doing it was because one time she came into church and there was a guy that was out there, and he said, I really want to come in there, but I'm not dressed for it. And she said, it's okay, baby, you can come in, dressed as you are.
Right.
And he said, I don't feel comfortable doing it. She said after that she started dressing down so to make other people feel more comfortable about coming in. And she said she was going to go to my bishop and talk to him about it and say, listen, she said she was prepared if he said no to her doing this, then she was ready to leave the church. Not only was he okay with it, summertime comes and we have dress down summers.
Right.
Okay.
But not only that, you can go in there dressed with jeans. Like after that, I never dressed up for church again. Now
I can't come in there with some Daisy Dukes on.
you can't go anywhere with Daisy Dukes on, Chris.
Look at them girl with the jeans.
Exactly, girl. Look at that girl with the Daisy Dukes.
I didn't mean me. I didn't mean me. I was
said
speaking for the people. Yeah, I was speaking for the people. I wasn't speaking for me individually. I was speaking for the people.
Yeah.
I get it though, man. It's like
they can come with the Daisy
like-
Dukes on.
But
Don't
I can
think
go-
the preacher won't
see,
take them in the back.
I have no.
Say lay hands.
I really have no issue with whatever you choose your way of life to be and whatever you choose to believe and whatever you choose to follow. Because I can go to church. You know what I mean? I have family members that own a church. You know what I mean? And I can go in there, sit in there, and get the word and because I know they're going to say something good that may help me in life.
What word
You
are you
understand
getting?
what I'm saying?
If they telling you something from out of that book, I don't want to hear it. But if they trying to tell you something that's going to benefit you and to help you progress and become a better person in your opinion,
I
you know what I'm saying?
believe
Then that's
that
what I
you
wanna
can
hear
use
from
the
it.
scripture. I can believe you can use because I still read the Bible. I still read the Quran. You know what I mean? I still read the Torah. I studied all of those books when I was locked up and everything like that. You know what I mean? And I came under, the way of life that I came under. You know what I mean? I still follow a lot of those. You know what I mean? Doctrinations to this day, but I don't have a denomination because who's to say who is right? You know what I
Right.
mean?
It's
I
good
can
to
follow
just
something
pick-
all my life, and then
just
it's
pick and
just
choose
another
from each
person's
one.
understanding of how
Yeah.
to follow something. All this other ritualistic things that nature. It's just like it's almost like gangs.
It is.
It's like a
Or a
game.
cult.
Yeah.
More-
Exactly. Yeah. A cult.
Actually,
yeah.
I think that's a better way to explain it. Yeah.
It's a cult.
That's what I told Tamika.
And cult itself only means a way of life. Everybody, a group of people
And I
following
only
the
fuck
same
with y'all.
rules and a way of life.
And I
things
only
of that
fuck with
nature.
y'all.
Yeah. So, like, I have no problem with any religion, any way of life out there, anything like that. Do what works for you. You know what I mean? I just choose not to indulge in the ritualistic things of
Playing
it, you know what I mean?
playing a part of the
Yeah,
movement.
exactly,
Is the
yeah,
thing for
you
me.
know.
I don't have a denomination. I believe in God. I believe, you know what I'm saying, in God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm out here doing nothing crazy to nobody. I'm not,
What do you believe
hurting.
God? What do you believe God to be? That's the question.
Me?
Like, what do you believe God to be?
Me.
As in,
And out here trying to, you know what I mean, do good.
elaborate on that.
Like, he's made in his image, right?
Image and likeness.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm out here doing good like I'm supposed to do,
We good.
then,
Do you feel like the same God that created everything that you see is still walking around or still in this earth today?
I think
I really don't know how to answer that.
I don't believe that God is walking in human form, but I do believe that he can manifest himself within humans.
When you say he, What do you mean? I mean, I want you to go deep into it, like what you believe.
I can't put my finger on what exactly he looks like or what exactly he is. He could be a huge plant.
So if you can't do that, then how do you know he's a he? How do you know it's not a he and a she? Because it takes both to create us.
Great
right?
question.
You can't have. You've never seen a human. I mean, I know the philosophy of Jesus and how he was created and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Some bullshit.
But I've never in my lifetime ever seen a man or a woman created without. I mean, a man or a woman created without a man or a woman. I've never seen it. So what makes you think that can happen? To think that somebody can just snap their finger and then a person is created or a person is impregnated, it goes against the laws of nature.
And then it only happened once. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that we know of. You know,
that we know of. But
so to answer your question, I don't know if he's a he or if, but to me, none of that really matters. It's about my relationship
and what you believe.
Yeah,
we can have that conversation.
It's about my relationship.
If it is, you know what I mean, a gender.
And this is not a knock against any religions. Again, I want to reiterate that. You know, this is not a knock against any religions. We're just talking about our understanding and how we understand things.
Right.
You know, this is not a knock on whatever you choose to believe.
What makes more sense than God being a woman, though?
I believe that. I believe that.
You know what I
believe the black woman is God.
You about to hurt some motherfuckers' feelings out here.
I believe the black woman is God. The black woman is God. Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is, the only way that I would say, all right, it makes sense that God is not a woman is because if God was really a woman, we would be the ones that get the periods. We would be the ones with PMS.
We would be the ones giving
exactly.
She would have put that on herself.
No, y'all can have that shit.
We would be carrying babies.
That's y'all shit. Man.
Oh shit, that's true.
That's y'all shit.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. She would have put that on. Yeah, nah, y'all niggas, nah.
But I mean, who are better nurturers than women?
Women
exactly.
Are. Women
it's the
are.
women.
Yeah. Women are.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of them,
like they are so vital and important to this world. Mm-hmm. How could it not be like women?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying? You want to say if it's a man or a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But see, again, like for me, I never got caught up in that. I never got caught up in, well, Jesus is supposed to be black because, according to the Bible and their explanation, Jesus is black. You know,
fuck out of here.
But again, it just goes back to the relationship with God. So, and for me, my relationship with God, it doesn't matter if it's a he, she, it.
It really shouldn't.
Again, it could be a plant. It could be a huge plant up there. It does not matter. My relationship with God is my relationship with God.
Yeah, me.
Again, I've known, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of, great men. But my favorite people are women.
Mine too.
yeah, for real.
I think every man. I hope that every man's favorite people are women.
But I'm saying as a whole, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like as a whole, like my mother is one of the strongest people I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like
I'd have to agree with you. I think
if she had to deal with you,
my favorite.
Shit, you got to be strong to deal with a nigga like you. Shit, I don't blame her.
I used to bite her and everything. Shut up, mama. Bite the shit out of my mom, yeah.
Yeah, I believe the higher power, man. The higher power is just, it's a higher power. And then if you believe that a higher power, you believe in a higher self. Because whenever I talk to myself in my head, I don't hear no other voice but my own. Mm-hmm. And whenever I feel God is speaking to me, he's speaking to me in my own voice.
I hear James Earl.
You know what I mean?
That's because you sound like James Earl.
You hear Bruce Almighty. You hear Bruce Almighty talking to you.
Morgan Freeman in my ear and shit.
Hey, yo,
but it's always got to be like this.
I do think that God has a sense of humor. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nigga.
The way Morgan Freeman was in the movie, like it wouldn't surprise me if God was like that, yo. Like I think he has a sense of humor, yo. Like some things happen to me, and I'm like, God and his sense of humor. Like, come on, like some stuff, it's just funny.
He make motherfuckers funny.
Exactly.
You know like
exactly.
He gave Bernie Mac everything.
Right,
he gave Richard Pryor everything.
Hey, let's put this in a hypothetical. If there is a higher being like up there in the heavens or something like that, and when he snaps his fingers, makes something happen. What do you think he says when he says it? You think he'd be like, ski?
And be like, yo, God, I'm going this way, yo.
Yeah, I used to have this joke. I was like, yo, when God made me, boy, he took his time, fashioned me and everything like that. You know what I mean? Sculpt me and everything. When he made y'all niggas, he just balled up a piece of paper and threw that shit on the ground.
Give him something, yo. Just
Yeah,
give him something.
This motherfucker ain't gonna be shit anyway.
Yo,
you
give
know
him
what I mean?
That's funny,
This nigga ain't
yo.
gonna be shit anyway.
I don't care how big his forehead is. Just give it. Whatever. Shit.
I used to tell people when God created me, he was like, look what I can do.
To believe that there's somebody out there that's just creating, that's that powerful to watch and see everything and do everything and control everything. There was no point to giving us a free will if he had to do that. What's the point of him saying, I want y'all to praise me and praise only me, but I'm gonna give y'all free will to make that choice. But if y'all don't make the right choice, you're not going to heaven. You're not going to be able to enjoy this paradise. You're not going to be able. You're going to hell, somewhere where you're going to burn forever. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's like that Santa Claus philosophy. God and Santa Claus. God and Santa Claus.
Wait.
What's
the deal with Santa Claus?
You tell your children all year long to be good. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this, or you're not going to get no gifts. It's the same philosophy.
But what about Santa Claus? What about?
No, I mean just the same philosophy as when you.
Are you implying that Santa Claus isn't real?
I'm very well
This
inclined. Oh no,
motherfucker,
there was a real Saint Nicholas.
Hold up, Santa Claus ain't real?
No, there was a real actually Saint Nicholas, I guess, you know what I mean? I mean, you believe what you choose to
I
believe.
tell you what.
If you believe in God, if you believe there's a light beaming down on you and they can take hands and open up the Red Sea, they can part the Red Sea with his hand, you know what I mean? And let the Pharaoh and let the Jews walk through, and then when the Pharaohs walk through, he closed that shit up on their ass. I mean, if that's what you believe.
I ain't never seen that before.
You never seen the Ten Commandments?
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Ten Commandments.
Yeah,
It's in the Ten Commandments.
I know it is.
Is that the book of Abraham, I think? One of those books. Yeah, one of those books.
I thought it was Moses.
Yeah, it was
I think it was Moses.
Yeah, it was Moses. Yeah.
But man, I forgot what I was about to say.
I mean, just when you think because when you think about it, when we were children and we watched the Ten Commandments, you watch it every it would come
Easter.
on TV. Yeah, was it Easter?
It's Easter. Easter.
You would watch it. You would watch it, and you would watch the series, and you were so intrigued by it because when you watch it now, you see that the graphics wasn't shit back then.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But when you watched it at a time, and you seen these hands come out the clouds and part the Red Sea, so that all the so that all the Israelites, the Israelites, right?
It was
and
a
the Jews
good- it
can
was a
walk
good
through,
movie.
and then when the Pharaoh walked through, he just closed the water up on them. Why didn't he? If he had all that power, why didn't he just take that hand and just smash them?
He didn't have the right cameras.
He rather do it.
Camera angles and
You understand?
the right
It's
writers.
just so much
He'd rather
bullshit.
use water.
Like it's just so much bullshit. It's like, come on, man. You want me to believe that this big light beam entity just controlling everything like we all puppets, and I'm gonna make this car crash, but this car is gonna be safe. This person in this accident is gonna survive. This one is gonna be safe. You know,
It's
what I mean?
your time.
And I'm just picking or choosing which is gonna happen. It just sounds ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just me. Y'all believe whichever y'all want to believe. You know.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I can't get it. Now, if something happens, every time I bump my toe or every time I'm ready to get in an accident, the first thing I holler is, "Oh God!" You know what I mean? And that's
Mine is old
just
shit.
automatically implanted in you. You know what I mean? Old shit too, yeah. But
Ain't got nothing to do with
you
God.
find yourself saying "thank God" sometimes when you know what I mean. Just it's
Yeah,
just
when
implanted
things
in your
happen to
head.
you.
and I do.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I do
still
too.
do.
I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
I'm trained.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? For me, again, going back to my relationship with God, I am in constant conversation with God throughout the day, constantly praying. A lot of my beliefs, again, it's not necessarily what I learned in a book or what was taught to me. It's based off of my wexperiences. There's certain things that where I feel conviction. I actually have a feeling that I feel when I feel like God is speaking to me, but also when he makes me aware of the fact that this situation could have gone left, but I was there. It gives me comfort. It gives me peace in knowing that. But again, it's not because of what I learned in a book.
You know something that I asked, and I actually had a conversation with a pastor about this because I was the type, when I came up, and I was like a debater. I like to debate a lot of stuff, and I asked the pastor this. I said, okay, so if you believe in everybody knows the story of Abraham where God told him to kill his son, as a sacrifice to show his,
Right.
his what do you call it? You know what I mean.
More
But
killing.
he ended up stopping them or anything like that.
Right.
So in the courtroom, I think they raised their right hand to swear and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? On the Bible, it's like religious in the courtroom as well, right? So if I get lied, if I go in the courtroom and I got voices in my head and I'm saying God told me to kill my child, is the judge going to judge me based on my religion or what God spoke to me, or is he going to judge me based on America's law?
On America's law.
But if you can't believe me when I say it in this courtroom, then why do I believe that? How am I supposed to believe or have faith that it happened to Abraham when God told him to do that? How do I know that? How do I know the truth behind it? How do I know that?
That's interesting because you're making that point as you're making the connection to having to put your hand on the same Bible where it happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying in this book that you're making me swear on, that this happened, the same thing that I'm on trial for happened.
Yeah.
But you're going to convict me, but you wouldn't convict Abraham.
And you believe that
because it's
Abraham.
In this book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and that was one of the things.
I see what you're saying.
When I asked him that, he danced all around it. Well, the God of this day. He went to another scripture. It was like the God of this day. He said the God of this day wouldn't make that decision. Blah blah blah. That was based on the And I was like, maybe he danced all around it, but he could not answer that question.
And you can't say the God of this day would have done this because you can't speak for God.
You can't speak for it. Like so. I mean, that was just me. You know what I mean?
You use that book in court, right? Put your hand on it, swear on it. You telling the truth. How many corrupt judges have you ever heard of?
Oh shit, many of them. We had one here. That was molesting kids and everything. Like, they ended up killing himself.
How do you explain?
And I knew him.
How do you explain a man obviously going through through something in his life with handcuffs and shackles on his ankles, right? Mm-hmm. How do you explain a judge telling him, "I'm gonna throw this ball that you play jacks with"?
How many times it bounced? That's how many years you're gonna get
from here.
That's crazy
to hell. How do you tell a man, "I'm gonna throw this ball," and however many times it bounces, how many years you gonna get?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm like, Your Honor, can you just play jacks and bounce it and pick the jacks up real quick?
Exactly.
Basically,
can you put that ball back in your pocket?
Yeah, for real. Like,
basically, it was good for us to have this conversation, but you didn't move me no more farther towards nothing that has anything to do with that book.
I'm gonna say, Your Honor, when you bounce that ball, bounce it off my attorney's head. Go through this bullshit. Yeah. Bounce it right off my attorney's head. Hit that nigga in the eye with it.
And then we supposed to take it though.
Yeah, and that question,
like we supposed to be treated inhumane. You know what I'm saying? And when we react to it, that's the problem. Not what the fuck you did to get me here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
You're supposed to get on board or get thrown overboard.
Shit is wild, man.
Like, mind you, I'm not against law. You know what I mean? Law is it's
in place for a reason.
Yeah. The law is important.
It should just be used the right way though.
Because without law would be chaos. And really, in a sense, if you think about it, without certain religions, it could probably still be chaos. Now, I believe that certain ways of life have turned some people around and helped them change their life or anything like that. And I'm all for that. You know what I mean? I'm all for that. But it shouldn't have to come to where I have to believe lies or things that's just unexplained and I'm not allowed to question those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
if I don't follow everything that you say verbatim, then you know what I mean, then I'm not really a studying Christian, or I'm not really a studying Baptist or Muslim or anything like that. You know what I mean? So if I choose to eat pork, you know what I mean, I haven't had pork in 20 years, but if I choose to eat pork, then I'm not a Muslim because I choose to eat pork. But what if that's the only thing I have to eat?
Right.
You know what I mean? Then what? Am I still judged by that? You know what I mean?
To starve.
What if it says do not steal, but what if I got to steal to feed my kids? Am I still judged by that? Am I not going to heaven because of that? Because they will tell you that all you have to do is
you going to hell.
All you have to do is repent. All you have to do is pray, and all that stuff will be washed clean.
What?
Yeah. I can go out here and sexually molest 100 kids. And all I have to do is pray, and all of that will be wiped away. All my sins will be get baptized. All I got to do is get baptized, and all my sins will be wiped away. I don't believe that.
It's a lot of that stuff in there too, incest and shit in that book that you're trying to get me to read and follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to base this just on the book itself, and I'm just talking about religion as a whole.
It's a long, healthy
I'm talking about religion as a whole.
Yeah. It's a long, healthy conversation. Like
it is.
Everybody's religion, you know what I mean, follows what they follow or whatever. But I just feel like if you're not out here fucking people over and hurting people and shit like that, you good, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Be a good, decent.
And it's not a lot of us either, man.
No,
it's not.
So I
It really
understand.
is.
I'm not going to say that. It's a lot of good people in this world.
It's not
under
enough.
the right circumstances.
You know
There's a
what?
lot of good people in this world.
I
know a lot of them.
under the right
I've
conditions,
met a
yeah.
lot of good people.
There are too many of the bad ones that are making themselves known, and that's what it is. We keep seeing, and then of course we got to look at the media too, because what do they sensationalize?
Yeah,
It's the bullshit. It's the bad stuff.
Oh, I hate
they
watching
don't
the
talk
news.
about. Me too.
I hate watching the
Me too.
news.
That's
The
why I watch
news is
that
a
shit.
miserable. It's just misery everywhere.
It is.
It's a misery. All you telling me about is death, theft, politics. We based on what you believe and things of that nature. It's very manipulative.
And it's a control thing, though.
It's very manipulative.
They need to keep you scared. They need you to keep coming back to them so they can feed you anything that they need to feed you. That's the best way to
keep you
control
alive.
people, with fear.
That's
Christmas.
Exactly.
That's Christmas.
That's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yo, let's create a holiday that is based off of just peace.
Digger down day.
Everybody just fuck all
I'm
day.
glad you said that. There is. I just thought about it. There is one holiday.
What day is that?
Steak and blowjob day.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. I
eat a
seen
steak,
that.
too?
Yeah. We both eating steaks, goddamn.
I'm in the wrong place.
We
yo.
both getting steak tonight.
This
We both
podcast.
getting
All right,
steak, cuz.
everybody, good. Have a good day for the rest of the end of the podcast.
What day is that? What day is that? Actually, I do
think
remember
it's in
that,
March.
yo.
It's March something.
Yo,
Hold on.
I
I'll look
want
it
to
up.
make it today.
They're
Yeah.
creating a day for everything.
I
man.
just
I
had
seen
one of
one.
them
I
days
think
at
it
least
should
once a
be
week.
every day.
Step cousin's brother day.
Nah, I can't eat a steak every day. Give me one leave once a week.
They make a day for everything.
can't get a blowjob
Had me folded.
Shit.
That
That's better than my birthday.
Take a
Shit.
15-minute nap
March
afterwards
14th.
and shit.
March 14th. I'm
Yeah.
gonna mark that on my calendar. cuz.
yeah, this year was March. I don't know. Yo, what is February 15th steak and? Because February 15th is my birthday. So February 15th is supposed to be National Side Piece Day. Because,
Stop
of course,
playing.
because, you with your significant other on Valentine's Day. So you're supposed to be
Oh,
with your
yeah.
side piece on the 15th,
That's
But I could
is
never
wild.
do it because it was my birthday. So I had to spend my birthday with my significant other. You know what I'm saying? So I had
Mess
to-
your holiday all up.
yeah,
yo.
man. That's I was
Mess your
like,
holiday up.
Good thing I'm a good man,
Man,
now.
that's
I'm
some
married
bullshit,
and I don't
yeah.
do
I'm
that
I'm gonna put
shit
it like this.
no more.
Besides Memorial Day, Veterans Day, what else? I don't even like Valentine's Day for real no more.
Memorial Day got something to do with
Mother's
work,
Day,
right?
Father's Day.
Oh,
which
I didn't
every
think about
day is
those
Mother's
days.
and Father's Day.
Yeah.
Every day is Mother's and Father's Day. And I'm not opposed to having a day
Mother's Day is
dedicated
good.
to celebrate someone. Like I have no issues with that. But
Right.
it's no paganism in that. And Valentine's Day, yeah, because
Right, yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. We know the significance of the
That was
heart
another
and
massacre,
Saint
wasn't it?
Valentine
Yeah,
and all
exactly.
that kind of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, so but these pagan holidays, and I like the ones for the kids. Like I get my kids gifts on Christmas. You know what I mean? The wife wants to
I've
put
been
trees up and
trained.
stuff
That's
like
all I
that.
know.
I don't like. I don't participate in putting the trees up and all that. I don't like none of that stuff.
No, I'm
all
putting
that
the trees up.
ritualistic stuff.
See, I like that stuff, man, but it's more so it's
It's like you have to do it.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's-
you're right. You're right.
It's
Yeah, you're
fun.
right.
It's bringing the family together. I
yeah.
like decorating
I love
all of that
yeah.
stuff.
I
Why
love
we
that
don't
part
choose
of it.
another day then?
I love that part of it.
Why we don't choose something else? To get away from the evil of the holidays and shit, you know what I'm saying?
But no, why?
Most
that's
of the
not
holidays that are highly celebrated are evil.
That's not the question. The question is, why do we let someone else dictate when we celebrate these things, like family and our mom and our father and things of that nature, and even our loved one? Why do we wait? Why do we go out? Why do we wait until Valentine's Day come? And that's that day where we go out and buy all these flowers, this candy, all this bullshit. You know what I mean? Go
That's
to
what
the
I was
movies, dinner, all this shit. Like, why is that day? That's an economic thing.
Yeah.
That's the economy.
Yeah.
That's the economy doing that. You know,
They're
what I
gonna
mean?
make the most money in this last quarter.
That's the economy. Like right now, what's out right now? Right now, they probably got Christmas stuff out. They got St. Patrick's Day shit out right now.
God
They
damn.
got Walmart be early on that shit, yeah. Walmart be early. As soon as Halloween happened, they put everything Halloween. They take that out. They put everything Halloween on
Now it's
clearance.
turkey placards
and
up
then
and shit.
all the
Yeah.
turkeys and shit start
Turkey
coming up.
posters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turkey fryers. You know what I mean? All of that shit comes. You know what I mean?
I need one of them bitches,
Yeah, it's all
too.
economy. It's all economy based now.
I could fry turkey on a Tuesday and shit. That bitch is, some bitches banging. Shit.
And I don't even want no fucking turkey this year. I hate turkey.
Fried turkey.
And that joint dead already. I hate turkey. We good. Yeah.
You must ain't never had fried turkey then.
Oh, I had fried turkey. I fried
well,
turkey,
yeah.
and I make a good
Let's-
turkey. I
let's
dry
talk
brine
about-
my turkey.
Let's
I
talk
make
about
a
how
good turkey.
nasty turkey is.
No, it depends on you. Speak for yourself.
I like, and I don't like that dry shit. I mean, I like fried turkey. I do like fried turkey,
no doubt.
but for the most part, for our, it's just in probably recent years we've been having two turkeys and one of them has been fried. I can't stand turkey, man. It's dry. Now I take that back. I like turkey the next day when I can make a sandwich out of it.
Who makes your turkey? Just you know what I mean. Who makes your turkey? Because you're taking a shot at them. Whoever has to make the turkey.
I'm sorry,
Everybody.
Mom.
Dry ass turkey.
I'm sorry, Mom.
He on the podcast talking about my turkey dry. Nigga don't even come on my house this year. Don't even come to my house this year to eat my dry ass turkey.
But I'm not.
This shit dry.
I don't really care for I like turkey legs. I like turkey wings. But
Turkey wings are-
yeah. But for the most part, I'm like, give me the ham. I want the ham.
You ever had a dry brine turkey?
A what?
The last 2 turkeys I made, I dry brine.
Oh, okay.
Dry brine them. You take them, you pack them with salt. You put them in the refrigerator uncovered. The moisture, the refrigeration will suck all the moisture out, and then the turkey will suck all the moisture back in.
Really?
Yeah. You won't get no dry turkey after that.
Oh, see,
Turkey be juicy
like that.
as hell.
I
once
made
you
like
cook
that.
it. Like turkey, and that's the last 2 turkeys I did. I did them like that. You know what I mean?
Now,
And I would never do another turkey. I mean, I would never do another turkey other than dry brine. It
Now I put one on the
comes out
grill.
so flavorful.
I had it on the grill for about 10 hours. You know, not over
You
direct
split
heat.
it?
So
Oh, you had it to the side. Smoked it? Smoked turkey?
smoked it. Yeah, I
smoked
smoked it for now. That one, I like that one. That one was good. It was about 10 hours, but it was that was good. And fried turkey.
What's
but just regular turkey
what's your dish for Thanksgiving this year? For Turkey Day? What's your
that I'm bringing?
Yeah, what you bringing? What you cooking?
I ain't bringing shit.
I may make a pie. I made this Grand Marnier pie one time. That was phenomenal.
I ain't bringing shit.
Yeah. You bring your appetite. That's it.
That's it.
I gotta pull my famous beef ribs out. You know what I mean? My beef ribs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been asking for. My family been asking for them for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my own fork. I got a special one for y'all niggas.
I tell you what, the Commanders playing the Cowboys. I'm bringing hope. That's what I'm bringing. I'm bringing hope.
Nah, we gonna beat them. We gonna beat them. We gonna beat them.
Those are the teams y'all beat.
That'll make my turkey taste less dry.
And I hope so for real, because I fucking can't stand them motherfuckers, man. Like that's some
You talking about the Cowboys?
yo,
Yeah.
son. It's 2 teams that I fucking can't stand.
The Cowboys and the Yankees.
No, 3. My bad. Thank you.
And he hates
So I
Duke.
fucking
He
hate
don't
the
like
Yankees
Duke
too.
either. He don't like. I know Duke is one.
Thank
of them.
you.
Duke is one
Yeah,
of them.
Duke.
Can't
3.
stand
Yeah.
Duke.
Now
That's how I feel about the Cowboys
now-
and the Yankees.
Now, when it comes to Duke, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to all my heels out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna understand. The real heels will understand what I'm great say. We don't like them motherfuckers, but we respect the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah, they've been on top for a long time.
Our
on top for a long
overall
time.
record is still a smash, though. God damn it. But, and I don't give a fuck what we do from here. We beat Coach K on his own floor in a blowout on your last game.
Yeah.
Now go home with that.
Yeah.
Go home with that.
Yeah. Go home with that.
We ain't got to do nothing else.
You
We
know,
good.
I'm glad you brought that up. I want to talk about something. So first of all, rest in peace to Bobby Knight.
Rest in peace, Bobby Knight. Yeah,
But
Hoosiers.
what do you think about that style of coaching?
I like it.
I understand it until you put your hands on my son.
Listen, I'm a father. These kids are bad as hell. And if you want to be on my team, you're going to have to take my style of coaching. I might throw a chair at your ass. I might come out the stall. I think one time he came out, he brought everybody to the bathroom, came out the stall with some shit on the toilet paper and said, "This is what y'all look like tonight." I think that's hilarious, yo.
Yo.
I think that is hilarious. I have no issues with that, yo. I have no issues with that.
When you are coaching a student or whatever, or athlete, and he's trying and you put your hands on him, I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Everything else
Has that
he's
been documented
done,
that he put his hands on somebody?
nigga, he got suspended for it, didn't he?
Oh.
See, I do have an issue with you putting your hands on kids. Now, I don't have a problem like football coaches grabbing the face mask and yelling.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with
That's
that.
the same
supposed
thing,
to be
though.
tough
What's the
like
difference?
that.
You supposed to be tough.
You can get hurt. You can get hurt by somebody just grabbing your face mask and moving your neck a certain type of way.
You playing
And
football though.
That's
son.
still putting your
Exactly,
hands on.
yeah.
But that's still putting your hands on.
You
it,
know
child.
what
Not
it is?
necessarily touching the helmet.
You know what it is
Touching the face mask.
You ever had somebody grab your face mask and do your head like this? There's
No.
nothing you can do.
No, because they know I'm a fight
I've
back.
had it done before, and I put hands on somebody for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is not. It don't feel the best. It don't feel the best.
Yeah, I
Even in
don't-
celebration.
I don't necessarily mind that style. I mean, now me as a boxing coach, I've had my conversations with my fighters is a lot different than I guess with other sports because it's such an aggressive sport. I remember one time before one of the fights, one of my fighters, he wanted to go live. You know, so it's me and my trainer, and we sitting there talking. He said, I want you to, you know, do a little pep talk. You know, so I was doing a pep talk, whatever. And then I said, all right, now turn that camera off so I can say what I really want to say. You know, like that's the type of coach. Like, I don't mind that style, but I think I have, you know, you have drivers, you have builders when it comes to coachings. And I feel like I have like that balance of being a driver and a builder. I think those are the perfect coaches. When you have somebody who can, you know, here, come here, sit down. You know, let's talk.
You seen what? Who was it? Mike? Who was it? Not Mike Brown. You know? Who was it? It was just a coach cussing. Was it Sacramento? Who coaches Sacramento? Is it Mike Brown?
Yeah.
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
They just had him on as a video of him cussing somebody the fuck out. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. Yeah. Even though those are grown ass men that you're talking about. Because you're an authority. You're an authoritative figure. You're not using that power to degrade anybody or to take advantage of anybody, anything like that. Right. Sometimes it takes aggression to get somebody to line the fuck up the right way. You know what I mean?
They they respect those more.
A lot of athletes look at those coaches as their father figures, especially the ones that don't have father figures in their life.
I was great saying,
you understand what I'm saying?
When it comes to children, you know what I'm saying? Think about it like a two-parent household. You know what I'm saying? You have a child, they grow up. The child usually gets away with more than the father. You know what I'm saying? The father is the disciplinarian, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And they listen, like my son, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell him whatever. All right, okay. You know what I'm saying? But if his mom tell him, no.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of times that she called me like, Jameer's in here acting up, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I talked to him and then he good.
Kids are straighten up like, I'm going to call your father.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same way with coaching. Like, you have to be a disciplinarian, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, it's a point to get to.
Yes,
you know
exactly.
I feel y'all when y'all say about putting your hands on them or anything like that. I don't feel like the coach should be smacking my son up or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
You know
even if he's not trying, just kick him off the team.
And a lot of these athletes, if the coach put their hands on them, they're going to get spree welled. You know?
For real.
They're going to get spree welled. And it's documented that a lot of players are Fort coaches in the NBA. They just don't put it out there like that. But it's well documented. You know what I mean? So,
he just choked the shit out of Carlos Amoroso. So that one had to hit the news, you know?
He deserved it too, though. You know what I'm saying?
He was saying some foul shit. But still.
But I don't have a problem with that style of coaching. I had a coach, and he actually is the only coach that I feel like had an impact on my life, not just on the court or on the field, because he coached me with basketball, football, and baseball, and not just playing. But and he was my coach from the age 6 to 13, and I still have, you know, certain things that he taught me that I still carry with me to this day, and I use it in my coaching style.
Yeah, that's good.
If you think about it, like when you're trying to teach somebody something, the foundation of teaching somebody something is you have to care about them first.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
And he definitely cared. You could tell he cared. That's it.
So if he's sitting there hollering at you, cussing, fussing, whatever, you know what I mean? He wants you to get it. You know what I mean? Like, if he didn't give a fuck about you, he wouldn't tell you nothing.
That's true. That's true. I always tell my kids would be like, well, you get on me the most. I said I give you the most attention because I feel like you got the most potential. And, you know what I mean? And you require the most attention. You know what I mean? You know, the fact that I'm giving you this attention means that I care about you. And I care about your well-being enough to give you that attention.
And kids just don't understand that.
They don't.
Especially nowadays.
So when I smack you upside your goddamn head and I put my foot in your ass, just know that it's for a reason. Because I love you.
Because I love you.
Yeah, because I love you, man. It's not
just be like, here, go out there.
I just let you do what the hell you want to do. Yeah. You know, and I choose not to feed you. Or put a lock on my refrigerator. Go
on down there at the end of 404 and play in the track. That's all good. You grown, nigga. You grown.
You know what? Look, you ain't going to listen. You know what you can do? Go in your room. I'll get you some bags. You know what I mean? Get you a couple bags. Bag all your shit up. Oh, no. You didn't pay for that. Take everything that you paid for. You can put anything that you paid for. You can put in this bag. Yeah, anything that you paid for.
Cosby show him,
yeah. Every single thing that you paid for, you can put in that bag.
Theo didn't have no bed.
Yeah, take all the stuff that your mama paid for too. You can have that. You know what I mean?
He had a bill in the refrigerator.
and you can walk your ass out the steps and never look back. Don't look back, or you're gonna turn assault like Sodom and Gomorrah. Goddamn.
I threatened to run away from home one time. My mother said, "Okay." She went and got a bag. She put the bag. She started packing my stuff. I'm like, "Mommy, I didn't mean it." Every time she put something in the bag, I take it out. She put it right back in the bag. I'm taking it out.
You're gonna run away.
Shit, if I took something out that bag, my mom would have swung on me.
A black parent ain't gonna stop your ass from going nowhere. Roger, no. We need to work this out. No, you want to go? Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. You want me to call me? You want me to call your cab? Fuck on.
I did. So one
Shit,
time, I told my mother I was running away from home. Right, I went outside to play with my friends, thinking, "All right, I'm gonna be out here for a long time. She's gonna be worried." But all my friends weren't out there, so I was kind of sitting on this little fence that was like a little bit outside of our apartment. Right, I'm sitting there just waiting, and then every now and then somebody come up, we play a little bit, then I go back to sitting down on the fence. I went back inside later. My mother in there, she's just cooking, and I'm mad at her.
Not even worried about it.
Yeah, I'm mad. I said, "Mommy, you didn't even come look for me." I said I was running away. She said, "I looked right outside. I saw you sitting out there on that fence."
You going to wear a motherfucker?
Worried about you.
That's their first. That's my sentiment. Yo, once you get out there and your stomach start growling, you'll be right back.
Exactly.
Ain't no money
Right
in your pocket.
back. No
neither?
money in your pocket. What you gonna
Oh
go do?
my
Steal?
God,
Nah, you ain't gonna do that. Then you gonna have to call me to come pick you up. One time I tried to tell the police, I'm not. Y'all take him with you. I'm not. No, keep him with you. They said, "Oh no, he's at that age where you have to take him." I was like, "Damn."
He was only 2, Chris.
Yeah. Hey. I told that nigga he get 5 shits a day. That's it. 5 shits a day and 3 bottles. I seen him in there trying to sneak another bottle and shit.
Yo, I ain't had that
He talking
problem.
about I make my own motherfucking bottle.
When I was growing up, I ain't had that problem, yo.
Check the joint. Yeah, check the joint.
Police.
I just did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah.
Police. Shit, nigga. I gotta go home to our moms,
Oh
motherfucker.
shit! What are you scared of? Give me one of your fears.
All right, we gonna wrap with this. All right, cool. What am I scared of? No, y'all go ahead.
Give me one of your fears. My fear is dark.
Word?
Yeah, my fear is dark. My fear, because I'm not scared of no niggas or anything like that.
That's
I'm
some Drake
scared of.
shit.
I'm scared.
Drake's
of,
probably scared
No,
of
no,
the
no.
dark, too.
I'm scared of. I'm scared of having to bury one of my children.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
Okay,
that's one
hold
of
up.
my greatest fear right
Hold
there.
up.
And
Are we
I ain't
gonna
want it to
go
be dark, but that's
with
one of
this?
my that's one of my greatest fears, to have to bury one of my children. Because you
Okay.
see it happen so often with with people these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to outlive your children.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That is my greatest fear. But I think that's probably all of our greatest fears right there. So that's an obvious one.
That makes sense, yeah.
Let's find another one that probably doesn't make sense.
Walking in on my woman with another nigga.
That's a real fear of yours?
In
A
the
fear
middle of
of
having
what?
sex, or they just sitting there?
Because what if she making some type of noise that she never made with me?
I'm gonna record it.
What if she doing something that we never did? You know what I mean? She making some type of noise that she ain't never made with me.
Hold up. That's not the fear. The
The
fear,
fear
is
is
that
what I'm going to do.
No, the fear can't be of her making a different noise. The fear is you
I'm
walking
just
in
joking,
and
by the
seeing
way.
that shit.
I'm just joking,
Yeah.
by the way.
You
Because,
you open the door and she going,
no, because I know dudes. I personally know dudes that have told me they have caught their woman with a guy
In the act.
One caught his woman giving head to a guy in a car. One walked in on his woman. He was supposed to. He went to work. He got off early. You know what I mean? And in his bed. As a matter of fact, they wasn't even on the bed. They was on the floor. Blankets all off the bed and the floor. And the way he described it, I was like, man. He's like, man, I almost went crazy. He said, I went and got my gun, but like something just clicked. Like, you know what? And I just walked out. You
That's
know what I mean?
wild.
He said, I
Because you
just
could
walked
throw a
out.
mattress
Something
away.
I
You
was like,
can't throw the
man,
floor
yeah,
away.
yeah.
at one
That's
point
crazy.
that was called a passion and crime, and they wasn't even
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Right,
They was
yeah.
saying
Yeah,
to the
that's
army.
true. Yeah, I know some guys that went to prison and came home because of that as well. You know what I mean? They still did some years, but still, like, they didn't get life or anything like that. But still, like, I don't have a fear that I think that what I might do, just the visual. You know what I mean? Because I hate to be toxic and shit, but just say that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's leave it.
Do you have another fear? Because that's
I told you they all dark.
all of them.
I don't fear like regular shit. I don't fear like I'm not scared of no snakes.
I have
or
a fear of my woman making
dogs
orangutan
or
noises
bears and
while
shit
she
like that.
cheating.
You know what I mean? I'm not fear of making an orangutan.
Why she cheating?
Why she cheating?
God damn.
Yo,
Imagine you get there right when he busts and he just pull out and bust right on her face.
Damn.
yo,
Then
that's
she looking
gonna
at you like,
snap,
oh.
yeah.
Then she
You
realized
gonna
she's
snap.
standing there.
You gonna
oh
snap.
shit.
especially if she do this and then put it in her
You
mouth.
gonna snap,
hey.
man. Only thing gonna flash back to all the times you just kissed her that day. Damn, I
Like,
just
yo, I'm
kissed you
glad we
goodbye this
breaking up.
morning.
Yo, I need to get out of here, but I'm gonna end on this note. I don't know if I still have this fear right now, but growing up, I was terrified of Grace Jones.
Grace Jones?
Yes.
Shit.
Pull up to my bumper, baby.
That triggered me. Goodbye.
Wow. All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Our Opinion Podcast.
Yeah.
See y'all on the next one. We got some special guests coming up. You know what I mean? We got a lot of good people coming up.
We don't know who yet.
Yeah.
But
We got a
keep-
long
we'll
list of
keep
people
you
that want to
posted
come
and
through.
shit.
You know what I mean? But we kind of filtering everybody so we can give y'all some good content, you know, everything like that. Some good stories, you know what I mean? And it's just all based on what we think. You know what I mean? We're not attacking anybody. We're not coming
Take what
down
you
on
want and
nobody.
leave the
No,
rest,
we're
yo.
not a gossip podcast. We're not a music podcast. We just niggas talking shit. You know what I mean? So
Take what you want and leave the rest.
giving our opinion, our 2 cents. All right, man. With that, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
We gotta go finish celebrating Fonda's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Was it today?
Nah, it was Friday.
Okay.
But we just kinda-
happy belated and shit.
Split it out. Yeah, I'll let